Be unto you on this Friday, 27th day of May. It's interesting because we made it through the week, but the unthinkable we had to be confronted with. No one, and I do mean no one, can fathom what it must feel like to send your children off to school only to find out that all of them did not return because of the mad actions of a senseless, mad person who does what they do because there are few restrictions to prevent such an act. We made it through the week, but I know many of us were thinking about those persons who lost loved ones. And really, if it's adults or children or seniors for that matter, it takes its toll on us because there seemingly is nothing anyone wants to do. I was watching, of course, the NBA playoffs, and one of the coaches, Steve Kerr, became extremely emotional and called out the 50 senators who refuse to even attempt to address how life can be made impossible, or at least build up resistance for folk having access to deadly weapons, to do deadly things. And it brought thoughts to my head about this kind of moment. And you know, we are in a time, we live in a time where the color of the skin does matter. We all try to believe, like Clarence Thomas, that everybody's equal, but we all know differently. And the mere fact that Steve Kerr gave such a passionate comments about what transpired this week in the shooting deaths of others to come in, and then to hear the advocates of those who believe that nothing needs to change in terms of the ability to own arms, to listen to a fella named Ted Cruz who desires to be the president, talking about let's lock the doors so that they can't come in any other entrance. It's just crazy. And this is the kind of foolishness that we have to deal with. Yes, we're grateful, most of us, where we live, because we don't have that kind of extreme behavior. But for those of us here in the Northeast, just across the river, the behavior is quite different. Even though it is notable here in Jersey, it's not at the level, if you will, of right across the river. It's a sad moment for us. But here's what I want to say to you. Jesus says, my peace is with you. It's not coming. It's not on the way. It is with us currently. And in John's Gospel, chapter 20 and verse number 21, the Bible says, "Then said Jesus unto them again, Peace be unto you, as my Father hath sent me, even so send I you." Even though it's devastating, even though it's traumatic, and even though it seems as if it's not enough, the mere fact that Jesus has granted peace to you and to me at the most devastating times, he wants you and I to release that same peace to somebody else, because peace he left with us. And what he left with us is now currently with us. As you know, this text, John chapter 20, deals with the resurrection and deals with the fact that Mary Magdalene was the only one that had the strength to stay even after the disciples had left. When she met Jesus, or rather when Jesus met her, he said unto her, "Peace." In other words, I know your heart is troubled. I know you don't understand all of the things that are happening right now. But the one thing that can hold you and sustain you during the course of this moment is the peace that I give unto you. It was good for Mary Magdalene. I believe that it's going to be good enough for you and I. Be safe this weekend. Be diligent. Be dutiful. Pray, yes, but watch also. Love on your children. Love on your family. Honestly, I know that sometimes we just don't do enough, and then in retrospect and hindsight and all of those things, we figure we could have done more. Well, listen, do more now. When you say that, I love you, put some action on it. Be willing to do a little more than you've been doing. And let's live and not die. I gotta go. Talk to you all and see you a little bit later. See you in church, hopefully. And if not, I'll see you online. To be faithful, steadfast in your giving. I know we're approaching vacation time and summer times, and people have a tendency to want to cut back, but I'm asking you not to. I'm asking you to continue to support the work, the ministry, and watch God as he continues to bless us. That's my prayer for you this week.